Hey, what's going on? Marsman here. It's been a long time since I posted a video, but I'm working on a Lennox Humiditrol package rooftop today, and basically, I've gone through and I replaced all these contactors. I replaced all the contactors. I had a ton of stuff jumped out to get them cooling and heat over the past couple of weeks until we got a new main control board. So on top of that, I also replaced the VFD. So what I wanted to go over briefly, let's power this on just to give you guys a heads up of, yeah, really nice disconnect here, huh? But what I wanted to go over was how do you actually access, knowing what these faults are, how do you get to them, the basic navigation through this control board. I took a lot of time reading on how this actually gets done. We have an error code 85, and clearly if you just come right to the schematic or right to this list of faults here, you'll see 85 Humiditrol reheat unit needs the RH1 board, and then the ECTOs gives you the parameters and what they should be set to. But what I want to get at is this VFD. So in order to access the settings on this, if you look here, you'll see unit test, recall, ECTO, temp, option 2, and shift. So what you want to do is take your ECTO and click it over. Once you click that over, you'll see it'll bring you to this menu here. Okay? When the unit is equipped with a VFD, if you come here, it'll tell you what your parameters should be and then what the factory settings are. You can change those. I see very closely, like someone tried to enter their own parameters in here, and basically I want to make them my own, which I've already gone ahead and did, but I want to show you how you do that. So in order to navigate through this, the first thing you're going to do is slide your selector, hold on, let me try to get a good view here. Slide your dip switch over to ECTO, and then it'll show you this. If you hold this down for about 3 seconds, it'll bring you through all of your parameters in here, and if you look in the book, it'll list everything and what they are. So you have main group parameters 3. If you hold it down for 3 more seconds, you'll have main group parameters 4. And then if you want to access that, you just click on it once, and it'll bring you to whichever one you need. If you double click, you'll see it'll bring you back and then back. Okay? So one click is up. There you go, one click, and you're like, oh my God, I forgot how to go. I have to go back to 4.01. Just double click on the button. Keep double clicking, and it'll bring you back to that. That way you don't have to keep scrolling all the way through every single time. But that's not what we're going to get at. I'm going to click this back because what I want to do is I want to access the VFD parameters. And by doing that, we're going to click our ECTO back over. So here's our electronic control, and this is indeed a parameter. And if we want to see what that parameter is, what we're going to do is slide shift over to the right, and it'll give you a readout. So once we go back to here, we'll see on our electronic control 0.01 factory settings is 0, but 3 is a field value, which is basically what they're recommending that you put in, and that is verified. So once again, we're on ECTO 0.01, and our field value is 3, and there's our field value is 3. So once again, we want to go back. I know this is getting a little blurry. I'm trying my best here. So one more click, that'll bring us to 0.02, and then again, you have to slide shift over, and it'll give you your readout. 51. So I'm okay with that. You're going to slide shift. This is a process, and it is extremely time consuming. So just be patient with yourself. Be patient with the unit. Trust me, I know it's easier said than done. Here we are, 0.03. We're going to slide the switch back. And then also, if you wanted to make changes, here's where you would make those changes. Say I wanted to change this particular setting, which we're in 03. 03 sets supply air fan speed for ventilation. But if you wanted to change this, here, one click up, one click up, one click up. Oh, nope, I want it back to 75. Click, 2 clicks, it should have brought me back down. But nevertheless, 2 clicks always brings you back. 1 click will bring you forward. That way you don't have to sit here forever and scroll all the way through. Once you're satisfied with the parameter that you just put in, you slide this dip switch back, the shift dip switch back, and that will save that specific parameter. Whatever you change, that will save it for you. Okay? And then as a rule of thumb, once you're done with that, I always come back. Once you're done setting all your parameters, click that electronic control dip switch back over to the left. And then as a rule of thumb, guys, I know a lot of guys forget about it, but what better safe than sorry? Shut the power off. Wait until the VFD has drained all energy out. You can see it blinking, and there we go. So the capacitors have officially drained all the restored energy in there, or stored energy. Then you can power it back up, and you know now that those parameters that you changed are officially saved in here. I know for a fact if I go back in, it's going to show all the parameters that I saved. And that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. For the most part, the VFDs, if you ever have to replace one, granted they give you 40,000 feet of wire, which you don't really need, but it's as simple as that. There's really no programming that needs to be done in the VFD itself. Just go through, ECTO dip switch to the right, find your parameter, shift to the right. That'll tell you what its current setting is. If you want to change it, if it needs to be changed, change it. Dip switch goes back to the left. The shift switch would go back to the left. Then you would put your ECTO switch back to the left, shut your power off, start it back up, and you're good to go. And again, here it should tell you on the unit all your values. If you don't, I'm going to try to hold this steady for about 5 seconds. You can go ahead and get your screenshot. A lot of times these are peeled off, gone, lost in the wind. This unit is not in the best of condition. However, we wouldn't have jobs if we don't work on crap, right? So good luck to you. Video helps you in any way, shape, or form. And good luck. Be safe. Always check power.